Obviously, I'm very honoured and very happy. It's always nice to have your work recognised, especially by students. I'm really happy that they enjoy the class and find it useful. Okay, so this class is called Effective English Writing 2, and the class is divided into two parts. So the first part is all about writing, and we learn about writing structure and different techniques, especially techniques to help students' work be more focused and more connected and make their message stronger and clearer. And the second part is about reading. So we read a historical novel and we read a chapter every week. After the chapter, we talk about the meaning and the language and the historical context, and then we work through some discussion questions in small groups. Well, I've actually been teaching this class for 8 years. Every semester I kind of reflect on the class and try to update it, streamline it and change it to try and make it more effective, to try and reflect what worked well with students and maybe cut some things that didn't work well. But actually I have a general rule when I'm making a new course, which is that the planning of the course takes double the time of the teaching of the course. So for example, if the class is an hour, then I expect it would take 2 hours to plan. If the class is 2 hours, I would expect 4 hours to plan, etc., etc. So I think regardless of what you're teaching, clearly establishing the aims of the course are really important. So I think it's really important for students to understand why they're taking this class and what they're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve in the class. So I think students should always feel like they know the reason why we're doing certain activities, why we're studying certain things. They should never think, why are we doing this? And also, because this is a writing class, the feedback for the assignments is really important, because students need to understand where they're going wrong, how can they improve, and how they can apply that to the next assignment. So I try to avoid just standing and talking at students. I try to encourage students to think we are talking together. I'm talking with them. So I always try to make my classes more interactive. So in my classes, all my classes, not just writing too, I try to start the lecture with giving them some background information, giving them all the facts that they need, and then giving them some time to discuss the material, form their opinions, share their ideas with their friends in small groups. So I like to have a balance of professor-led teaching or professor-led learning and peer-to-peer learning. So students have to produce 5 pieces of writing throughout the semester, and these assignments give them a chance to illustrate all that they've learnt throughout the semester. And I always give students the grading rubric well in advance so they know how I'm going to be scoring. There's also a weekly quiz based on the reading book. There's also a midterm and final exam which checks all the theory and techniques, writing techniques and vocabulary that we learn throughout the semester. So actually I'm planning on making some big changes to this course next semester. So for the writing section, I'm thinking of moving away from writing theory and focusing on things that are more relevant to students' lives, like writing business emails, sort of more formal language that you would use in a working environment, things like writing resumes and cover letters, things that students can actually use in their real lives. 망설이지 말고 신청하세요. 다음 학기 봅시다.